Have you ever wondered what the Aztec Empire was like? Well, today, you will find out.
The Aztec Empire originated from a tribe of hunter-gatherers who lived on the northern Mexican plateau. However, sometime around the 12th century they migrated south and settled on islands in Lake Texcoco. This is where the city Tenochtitlan was founded, which is considered to have been the center of the entire empire. Between the 15th and 16th centuries, the Aztecs ruled an incredibly large and powerful empire in present-day central and southern Mexico. One of the main reasons why the Aztecs were able to grow to the size that they did was because of their superior agricultural methods. Even though irrigation was implemented all across the empire, they are most famous for their chinampas. Chinampas were artificially raised and flooded fields used for cultivation. Each field was similar in both size and orientation and was held up by long stakes in marshy areas.
Some of the crops that the Aztecs grew included maize, amaranth, sage, beans, squash, and chili peppers, all of which are still grown today.
Life in the Aztec Empire was much different than life in other societies during this time. All life was controlled by fate, including family, occupation, and success. Basically, you never had control of your own life. At the same time, life was full of celebration, hard work, joy, sorrow, and love, just like countless other societies around the world. For the most part, Aztec society was extremely patriarchal. Men were the head of the home and they had a much larger impact on society compared to women. However, women were often able to run business out of their own homes, and most women had a large influence in the family and the raising of children. In addition, games and sports were a very important part of Aztec culture. Beyond providing the Aztecs with the means of entertainment and activity, ancient Aztec games had a religious meaning and were often played as a part of their ritualistic ceremonies or during sacrifice. One of these games was played using only the hips and feet, and the objective was to get a rubber ball to the other team's side. Even though this is very similar to soccer, the name of this game is Tlachtli. Another game that was popular among the Aztecs was Patoli. Patoli was a board game that was played on a rock table in the shape of a cross. The first person to make it all the way around the board was victorious. Now, it is time to move on to a much more serious topic, Aztec religion. Since the Aztec people practiced polytheism, they grouped their gods into various categories. Some of these categories included cultural gods, nature gods, gods of creation, gods of death, and trading gods. In an effort to keep all of their gods happy, the Aztecs performed ritual sacrifice. They believed that the gods gave their blood so that humans could be created. To maintain their amazing empire, they felt that they needed to repay the gods with their own human blood. Men and women, adults and children, nobles and commoners, it didn't matter who you were, there was always a chance you could be used as a sacrifice. Even priests gave their own blood, by cutting their ears, arms, tongue, thighs, or chest. One of the most important reasons that the Aztecs were able to grow to the size they did was because of their military. Since the main goal of each social class was to support the warriors, warfare was the main driving force of economy and religion. There were many different types of warriors and ranks, including the regular units, elite warriors, eagle and jaguar societies, the shorn ones, and the armor and protection. Each one of these ranks had their own duties and their own way of life, just like the different social classes.
In conclusion, Aztec society was much different than anything we have come to expect in today's world. Everything about the society was extremely unique, and as a people, they were very advanced for their time.